What's up guys, it's Missy. I am back with another SimCity Build-It video. This is the walkthrough part 2 of the high level walkthrough for my game. Okay, so this is me playing. Now, as many of you guys know, I told you guys I was going to play competitively this week in Mega to not only show you guys how to pick your tasks, how to go quickly picking your tasks, what you need to do to, make sure that you're doing everything you can to shave off as much time as possible between tasks. That being said, if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. I try to put videos out every day on this damn game. But anyways, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get started here. So where we left off, I am pretty certain we left off at about 49 tasks remaining. Now, at this point, I had done the upgrade regular residential for 1600. I was unable to submit the design challenge as that is closed. Therefore, that is not the choice I would, make. So that being said, I have a delivery to Paris, which is a non-premium task and it costs cash. So as discussed in walkthrough part 1, that's why we went with the regular residential. Okay. Then we get yoga mats in walkthrough part 1, and we went ahead with the Paris because it is significantly higher and no downtime in comparison to the yoga mats. We end up getting keys, which we were able to do right away at the 1600 value. I'm going to go ahead and clear out the keys. Now, what I want to do is I have to make sure as a high-level player that I'm not just working one place value for too long, and that I am rotating in my low premiums at the right time. And that is the trickiest part for high-level players. A lot of high-level players just do what's convenient for them. Maybe they didn't take into consideration how they were going to do war regionals, and they just screw everything up. Okay, so at this point, it's still pretty early on in the contest. I get a launch 3 in Club Wars, which I was able to do right away because I made sure that I prepped my war assignments or my war items, and I made sure that I was fully repaired, and I also made sure that my club is in active war at the beginning of the contest. If your club does not do active war at the beginning of the contest, you end up in this type of situation where now you're either idle until they are, or you have to pick something else, which means you're taking less points, which means you're playing incorrectly. You're not playing to the maximum efficiency. Having a good club is everything. Okay, moving on. I get a Tokyo delivery. This was quite expensive, let me tell you. Okay, so that's another 40 cash, kapoof. Now I get a upgrade Paris for 3,000. That's a pretty obvious choice, right? So get that done. I also made sure that I had plenty of Paris items. Okay, now I get launch this war attack. So I went ahead, did an energy pump because I had just launched for the 3 war attacks earlier. Only took a few minutes, and I was able to do this task right away. Okay. Now I get a seeds task, so I went ahead and did the seeds because I didn't fill my factories up with any useless items. I left them cleared and open for anything that could come in. Now, had I not prepped the electrical at the start, I would have been in a world of hurt. I would have had to take 8 hours worth of downtime for that. Okay, now I get an epic project. This is not my first epic on this round of CoM, so I was able to finish off the first epic that I did. So this is my second epic task this round so far. So I was able to cram 2 assignments into 1 epic project. As a low-level player or somebody who has no regionals unlocked, or maybe only have 1 regional unlocked, you can do 1 epic per map every 12 hours. Okay, so if I do round this epic up, I have a 12-hour downtime on my normal map, and then I can go ahead and immediately start an epic on my regionals. As low-level players, you can't do that. You have to be very careful. Now, I still had that energy pump going, so it kind of helped with this. I was able to get the launch common war attack done right away because I prepped my items. Now I get cement. Now this is where things start to get tricky. This is where CoM math comes in, thought processes take place, okay? So pay close attention. Why did I pick the hotspot over the 1440 on the yoga mats and the 1440 on the cement? Well, let's look. 340 is the VD, value difference. What opportunity do you think it's going to bring to me if I continue rotating these same two task placements? Do you see any opportunity here? If you look back at the choices that I've been making, I haven't been getting just crappy tasks. I've been getting, 3,000 point tasks, right? So now that it's throwing me a garbage task, now this is my opening. This is my way out of this cycle, right? So you have to take these openings when they come in. For instance, a lot of people would have, rather than do like the 3 Paris upgrade, saying that they didn't have Paris items, saying they didn't prep right, saying they're just in a hurry, they would have just reached down below and grabbed the hotspot task out of pure convenience, right? But that wasn't the right time to do so. If I don't rotate in these low premiums, I don't have any of those as a possibility to come in for a higher value. Right now, at the bottom of my list, I have a 1K VU and a 1K Omega upgrade, a 1K Limestone upgrade, and that's 3 premiums right there that could be there worth a 3,000 value that have no possibility of coming in. If a 1,400 point task isn't the time to rotate in a low premium, I don't know what is as a high level player, okay? As a low level player, it's a little trickier. They can't do upgrades. Totally different scenario, okay? So do not, if you are a low level player, you've got to be very careful, which advice you follow. This is for high level players only, okay? If you are a low level player, you would go with cement. Now, in this situation, I could have picked cement, but I would have been working the same damn task place. I'm trying to open up better opportunities as I go further in. I'm already 21 tasks in, okay? So I could have reached down further and grabbed the upgrades, but the hotspot has a less likelihood of returning. So I went ahead, because it was worth 100 points more, I went ahead and got that out the way right away, okay? That being said, I get a 1,600 sugar. Oops. Now, I'm not going to take 4 hours downtime for a 16-hour sugar task that could just come back, right? That's still 4,000 points below my 2K average, and it doesn't bring in any better opportunity for me. So, perfect time to rotate in the Omega. Now, reason I rotated in Omega over the other one is because Omega usually comes in more frequently, and it's faster actually to do the Omega upgrades because I just place down a construction zone and donate 1 Omega item rather than doing like 6 Omega items per upgrade. So I did the Omega, and I get 1,500 on chemicals, which is only 2 hours for me, okay? So during this time, I went ahead and rotated in the yoga mats, okay? And I get a 3,600 on the legendary. Now, if you can do math, go back and look at the 1,400 and the, okay, so you got 1,400 and you have the 1,000 on the Omega, right? So that's 2,400. Then we have, that goes up to 6,000 points for 3 tasks is what it comes out to be. That's a 2K average. That made up for those last 2 tasks I did. So we didn't really lose out here, right? I'm not dropping my points, my average too far because I'm still able to kind of stay in the middle, right? And open up better opportunity for myself. Now I get a upgrade Omega 3,000. See why I did the Omega? There's only, 2 tasks came right back for 3,000 points. That's what we're trying to get done. So, of course, I get that done immediately. I get a 2,350 electrical task. So it's thrown me 3 factory tasks, okay? Mind you, I'm pretty sure I prepped chemicals when I got the electrical, if I remember right, because I already had electrical for 3,000. I can't afford to have this come back in the streaks too. So as long as it's not blocking anything, I'm going to continue on and see if I can keep my my score pretty high. Now I get an upgrade London for 3,000. Excellent. Get that done right away. Get an upgrade war disaster card. Great. Got that done. Got a 1,400 on the beef. Now I went ahead and I started a beef on a token. And now I'm looking at my list. Now we're in the same predicament that we were in a little bit ago, but even worse because we have all these downtime tasks. So that being said, I can prep chemicals for 2 hours, and it's only 70 points less than the sugar. Okay? So double the time, 70 points difference. Quadruple the time, and possibility of returning for the electrical, and it's not blocking anything. I went ahead with the chemicals and prepped chems. Okay? Now, prepping feed, excellent, got that going. So right now, I'm looking at this VU. And I'm thinking, this is a very good time to rotate in this VU, right? Because you're not going to rotate in a 1,000 VU when you have a 3,000 upgrade. Okay? You're just not. That would be foolish, right? So right now is an excellent time to go ahead and get this VU rotated in so that it has the possibility of returning for more. I end up getting a 2,400 Paris, which obviously I went ahead and did right away. I get a 2,000 keys. This is holding my 2K average. I was able to get that done right away because of the side pass. I was able to collect the keys right away. Okay? I get I get a 1,500 on the Neo-Simoleons. Now, if you remember from walkthrough part 1, we already did this for 1,900. This is 400 down on my average. So what I have to decide here is, would I rather do a non-premium task for 560 more points now and leave a low premium sit there? Or should I take the 500 points less in terms of opening up something better later? This is one of those situations where you wouldn't do the Neo-Simoleons for 560 points more. It's already come back. This is the second time. Okay, when I did it the first time, it was close to 2,000 points. Now it came in for a second time in the first 34 tasks. Why would I do it again? Right? I need to open up opportunity here. So I do the Green Valley, and I get a 3,000 Sunny. Okay, so do the math. 2 tasks, 4,000 total points. That's 2K average. See how the game's leveling us out? If I would have chosen the Neo-Simoleons, I more than likely would not have gotten the 3K Sunny upgrade, and I certainly wouldn't have cleared open that 3K place value. Okay, now I get a 2,000 keys. Holding my 2K average? Absolutely. Now I'm able to collect on my chemicals, and I get 2K on keys again. And now I'm at 20 tasks remaining. I can begin streaks. Now at this point, I have a 2,000 launch disaster. I just did it for 1,000 a couple of tasks ago, and it only came in for 2,000. I'm going to go ahead and get the streaks started. Do that, and I do the Latin. I'm able to do the metal because I did not get too happy here and start prepping sugar and electric. I left my factories open. I knew better. So I went ahead and did the metal, and I got keys again. Did that right away, got London deliveries, did that immediately. Let's go back for just a second. 4 hours, 4 days, 14 hours. 4 days, 14 hours is when I started streaks. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Streak 1 is done. In 1 hour, I did all 4 of those tasks. See my point? You've got to move quickly. Now at this point, I get another epic task, which I had to start on a different map, you know, because I had a downtime. So I do the epic task, and I get a feed task for 2,000. So now at this point, I have 14 tasks remaining plus tickets. which means I can still get all my streaks done and have a few tasks left over. So rather than just do nothing when they're of equal value and it's premium, I prep the feed and I do the VU. Now at this point, it's not worth it to me to take another hit for a non-premium task. So I went ahead and collected on the feed. I had to take that 5 hours downtime. I had no choice. Now I get my streaks bonus. Now we're at 4 days, 6 hours remaining of the contest. I get a Limestone Coins task. Okay? Now this is where I hate high-level CoM. If you remember from walkthrough part 1, one of my very first tasks, my second task, was Limestone. I had done all 9 rows and I had paid the $30 or $40 in the rows because I know that the regionals only open for 24 hours, right? Now, that being said, I knew that this task could come back, and if it did, I don't have enough regionals to guarantee that I can earn another 3,000 regional points. So I have to make sure that in case this occurs, if I absolutely have to, I can buy a piggy bank. Now, I hate doing that, but let's look at what my options are here. I either spend $2.99 and buy the piggy bank for 8,000 and get this task done immediately and not fail the streak, or I sit here and I burn up a ton of items and a ton of tokens trying to make regionals, trying to get them to be sold, and I had 1 hour left on my deliveries here. Okay, I've already paid for the first 2, so it would have been 40 cash. And it was asking me for rare items. Then it would have been like 80 cash and then like 100 and something cash. And I still wouldn't have made 3,000 coins. I still would have been short. So I would have ended up spending over $5 real money, pretty much, in cash, items, and time. Or I can say, screw it, and just pay the $2.99. So what do you think people are going to do if they want to win? If they want to play competitively? They're going to pay for the $2.99, right? Now, I'm not too pissed I had to do this because I actually did need limestone currency because I'm really working on some design stuff, and then that was my last map I opened, so that's the one I have the least of. I get a wood task, which thankfully, again, I didn't fill my shops, my factories with garbage. Now I get a stupid regional factory task. Now, the reason this is stupid is because you only get 5 regional factory items, okay, at a time. So you have to sit there the entire time, every 6 minutes, and collect them. And if you add it up on the allowed amount of time that they give you, it doesn't leave much room between collecting them. So you can easily fail this task. So I had to sit there for an hour and collect these every 5-6 minutes, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so at this point, it's not even mine. I don't know why that's in there. Okay, so at this point, I collect the streaks bonus for 8,000. Now I'm at 140,000 points the first day of the contest. This is the first 24 hours in, roughly. Okay. Now, this morning, you guys saw on the other video that I put up how to speed up your stuff. We went through and we did the Old Town upgrade, and we're waiting on the robes, which is going to be done right now. We're going to open up the game, and we're going to go ahead and collect the remaining robe. I had, I believe, 4 already made in that shop, so I was able to kind of speed this task up just a little bit, you know, and then I was able to throw down a gold token on it and get it done. So we're going to go ahead, open up the game, collect the robe, and then see what it gives us. Now, we're in kind of a jam here because my war timer ends in about 3 hours, and I'm already on my streaks. It's 12-hour downtime between wars and a 12-hour prep, but you only get 24 hours on a streak, right? So if I get a war assignment in this time, during this time, if I don't speed these streaks up, I'm going to be probably failing my streaks. So let's go ahead and collect the robe, collect the points, and I'm going to screenshot that. Alright. Now I can collect the 8,000 bonus points. 11 saps. Now this is my choice, so I might as well just start it. Let's go ahead and go over here, see what I got. I can't remember if I prepped some saps or not. But we're definitely going to want to throw a token on it, collect the ones that we do have. And then I'll probably have to ask for some shovels because I have drills being made on a gold token right now. I swear most of my time is spent on this frickin' screen. Okay. Let's collect these. Okay. We've got that started. Let's see. Go ahead and get the token going right now. We'll worry about getting the shovels. We still have a lot of gnomes to get through. I've already got 3 placed. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and upload this video, work on getting these shovels and getting this done within the hour, and I will update you guys with the rest of my CoM and how it goes.